Imagine, for a second, you're floating through a world that your own mind built, a world where the laws of physics are, well, they're more like suggestions, really. And all the people you meet, they're just pulled from your own memories and imagination. Now, what if, in the middle of all that chaos, you suddenly wake up? Not in your bed, no. You wake up right there, inside the dream. This is the wild, fascinating world of lucid dreaming, and we're about to dive into the science that makes it all possible.
It's a crazy feeling, isn't it? That jolt of clarity where the whole simulation just reveals itself. One minute you're being chased by a giant purple elephant, and the next, your brain just goes, wait a second, elephants aren't purple. And boom. Suddenly, you're aware. You're lucid.
So what is actually happening in that moment? Well, the official term is lucid dreaming. It's this really unique state of consciousness where you realize, oh, I'm dreaming right now. For some people, it's just a fleeting moment, kind of like a glitch in the Matrix. But for others, it's like finding a secret door to take control of the dream world itself. And let me tell you, this isn't just some weird psychological quirk. It's a seriously profound experience that pushes the boundaries of how we even understand consciousness. So let's explore what it actually means to pull back that curtain and wake up inside your own mind. You can probably guess that for scientists, this is one of the ultimate challenges. It's this fascinating but incredibly slippery mystery. I mean, how do you scientifically study something that is, by its very nature, happening entirely inside someone's head? Seriously, think about that. You can't just tap someone on the shoulder and ask what's going on while they're asleep. Their body is out for the count, but their mind is, well, it's somewhere else entirely. And this has been the biggest roadblock for researchers for decades. It's made lucid dreaming one of the brain's best-kept secrets. Well, until now. A team of researchers, led by a guy named Çağatay Demirel, decided they were going to tackle this problem head-on. And their work led to a landmark study that has finally started to peel back the layers of this incredible mystery. And they didn't do it by playing small. They went big, really, really big. This wasn't just some tiny experiment. They brought together what the authors say is the largest sample size ever used for this kind of research. It's an amazing example of how powerful collaboration in science can be. So here's how they did it, and this is pretty cool. They gathered up brain activity data, EEG recordings, from a bunch of different labs all over the world. They put it all together into one massive data set, and then they ran it through this super rigorous high-tech analysis. Doing it at the scale and with this much precision, it let them see patterns that nobody had ever been able to see before. And what they found? Oh, it is truly mind-bending. They basically discovered the unique electrical fingerprint of a lucid dream, the actual neural signature of what it means to be conscious while you're fast asleep. Okay, this right here is the absolute key takeaway. The researchers compared brain activity in 3 different states: being fully awake, being in normal REM sleep, which is when we usually dream, and being in a lucid dream. And the big reveal? Lucid dreaming isn't just some halfway point between being awake and dreaming. Nope. It is its own totally distinct third state of consciousness. It has its own unique neural signature. It's not waking, and it's not normal dreaming. It's something else entirely. A whole new chapter in the book of the human mind. So what does that unique brain signature actually do? Well, it means that specific, higher-level parts of your brain are waking up. During a lucid dream, the parts of your brain tied to self-awareness and cognitive control just light up. You're not just watching the dream unfold, you know that you are the one watching the dream. It's kind of like you get admin access to your own subconscious, borrowing functions from your waking mind and using them inside the dream. The implications here go way beyond just understanding some cool dreams. This research really forces us to ask much bigger questions about the very nature of consciousness itself. The lead researcher, Çağatay Demirel, put it perfectly. He said this work could challenge the traditional binary view of sleep and wakefulness. Think about that. For centuries, we've pretty much thought of consciousness as a simple switch, right? You're either on, you're awake, or you're off, you're asleep. But this research suggests it's not an on-off switch at all. It might be more like a dimmer switch, or maybe even a complex mixing board, with all these different sliders for awareness and perception and control. Consciousness isn't just binary. It seems to exist on a spectrum. It can actually emerge from inside sleep itself, a state we've always defined by a lack of consciousness. And that just leaves us with one final, absolutely fascinating question to chew on. If our conscious awareness isn't trapped in our waking hours, if it can just blossom in the surreal landscape of our own sleeping minds, where else could we find it, and what other forms might it take?